how to make your best investment. And of course, I am talking about how to get the best bang for the buck. I am going to detail that in this video. So when it comes to investing, to find the best investment, we need to think in terms of ROI, return on investment, meaning how much you get back compared to how much you spent, right? Does it make sense? Now, in terms of investment, there is how much your money bring you back, meaning your money is working for you and not you working for your money, right? But there is also how much money you avoid to lose. Can you make a bad investment and lose it all? Yes. So you can have one great investment that makes you a lot of money and 9 other investments that make you lose money. If overall on your investment you lose money, then it doesn't make sense. Remember the rules of Warren Buffett. The first rule is don't lose money. And the second rule is don't forget the first rule. When you invest, do not lose money. But how to know which investment is the right one? I think we are coming to our first important investment lesson. Are there people making tons more money than us? Yes. But are they working 10 times, 100 times more hours than us? No. They are only 24 hours in one day. So what makes the difference between us and them? So what makes the difference is ignorance. What will always cost you the most amount of money is your ignorance. It's what you don't know. What you don't know cannot help you, obviously. So your first investment should always be in your knowledge. I'm sure you're already disappointed by my answer. You want to know the gimmick, the trick. Shall I invest in real estate, in crypto, in stocks? Well, there's nothing wrong with all of that. People have been making money from real estate, from crypto and stocks. In fact, a lot of money. But how come some people make a lot of money and some people don't? What is the difference? That's right, their knowledge. Are you convinced now? You can easily know in which stock Warren Buffett is investing, but what makes the difference between him and you is in here. So what shall you do then? You need to gain knowledge. Your best first investment will always be in yourself, in gaining knowledge. I am talking about reading books, attending courses, having a mentor. This is what will truly help you to get to the next level. What you don't know cannot help you. In fact, there are a lot of things that you don't know, meaning you don't even know that these things exist. Do you know what are the most valuable skills that pay the most amount of money? What are the most sought after jobs? You don't know. So what I recommend at first is to pick an area that you think interests you. Let's say stock. And I don't say that stock is better than anything else. It should be based on your preference. It's like you ask me which sport is better to watch. Is it baseball? Is it basketball? Is it soccer? Well, I don't know. It's up to you. It's a preference. So study what are the opportunities. You could decide to be good in sales, in communication, in music, or stock investing, or real estate. Then once you pick which area you want to make money in, invest in books and courses. And yes, I know it sounds boring, but look at the successful people. That's exactly what they did. And I'm not talking about just buying one book, right? Multiple ones. Books are also a matter of taste. You may like the book written by someone that another person won't like. Usually it's not about what we learn, but who we learn it from. That's why read different books, find the ones that actually inspire you the most. I read a lot of books, but what I realized is that there are some books that I read multiple times because each time I noticed that there were parts of the book I didn't understand well. Okay, so now that you found what you like and start reading books about the topic, then go implement. It is one thing to understand how it works, it is another thing to apply it. I know how real estate works. I read book about it. Does it mean that I'm ready to buy my first piece of real estate? Hell no. Why? Because I haven't implemented anything yet. So gaining knowledge is good, but not good enough. You need to implement what you've learned. That's why when you read a book, I don't think you need to finish it. If you already got a lot of value by reading half of it, you found a few good things, good, stop reading. and just implement it. Some books are so overwhelming of information that it is not worth it reading it cover to cover yet. Read the first chapter, digest the information, implement what you've learned, then come back to the book later. Implement step by step. Okay, so what costs you the most amount of money in life? Your ignorance. Therefore, the first thing you should always invest is your knowledge. I can give you an example. I just invested $200 in a course to teach me how to master my voice and to be a better communicator. Is it worth it? Yeah, 100%. And yes, from the course I invested in, there's always one or two that were not worth it. Yes, of course, but overall the amount of money I spend on knowledge brings me much more than it cost me. So the return on investment is excellent and knowledge compounds over time. Let's suppose you compound sales knowledge over communication knowledge, over leadership knowledge. Would that make you a great businessman? Hell yeah! So the earlier you invest in your knowledge, the more return it will bring you over time. Now, okay, let's talk about money. Once you invested in yourself and have some extra money, what to do with it? So yes, pay your debt and then invest your money. And I remember my dad used to say investing doesn't bring a lot of money. Better to spend the money now than to keep it. And in a way, it is true. Your money loses value every year due to inflation. Usually, inflation is about 2%, meaning that things get 2% more expensive the next year. So why keeping your money, it loses value? That was true until I gained knowledge. You can get your money to work for you and generate you money. And the target of 7 to 10% interest per year is not unrealistic. In fact, the true secret to wealth is in compound interest. You can work hard and make a lot of money, but you cannot keep working hard forever to make your money. There's a point you need to do the opposite. You need your money to work hard for you. That is the true secret to wealth. So it comes back to point 1. Gain knowledge about how to invest your money and then get your money to make you money. I personally like stocks, but that's my personal choice. And the realistic goal is to make 7 to 10% per year. And I really think that you should always invest a little bit of your money. That should be a habit. And I know in the beginning it is very boring. You invested $1,000 and it just barely brings you $70 to $100 in a year. But if you invest $150 per month and you grow your money at 7-8% per year, which is a realistic target, then after 30 years you would grow your money to $260,000. $260K with just $150 per month. Your money works and compounds. So you need to develop that habit of keeping even a little bit of your money for your knowledge and your investment, and you will get a huge return.